Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free.
I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to set it up. Hold on.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom, freedom. Oh, freedom.
Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, everybody. I'm good. How you guys doing? How everybody doing? Good evening. Oh, thank you. So I'm not going to be long. This is really all just unplanned. Thank you. So this is all unplanned. I was just finishing up. We've been everywhere. We've been state to state. We've been everywhere this morning. So your girl tired, but as soon as I entered into the house, I saw my notes that I had, and I was supposed to deliver them yesterday. And I was supposed to deliver them yesterday, but I forgot them. And when I walked back in the house, it was like they were speaking to me. And I was like, okay, God, your girl tired. Your girl been running. But God is like, do this last thing for me. And it's just a couple of notes. But I didn't want to just make a regular video, a regular little 3-minute video. I wanted to talk to you guys. And plus, I miss you guys. I haven't really delivered any words today. Your girl been running. Wedding ready. We went and seen the building. It's gorgeous. Everything's just beautiful. I haven't really took it all in. That the fact that my name is about to change, that my life is about to change, that God is about to literally do the things that he told me 3 years prior. And I didn't really believe him when he told me, because I didn't really feel like I was worthy then. I didn't see myself as God saw myself, but God saw this and he made it so I can heal and I can elevate and I can grow and I can help other people heal and grow and I can lead. And he was just taking the reins. So God was basically like, just take your hand off of it and I'll do it from there. And I remember all last year, he just kept talking to me about kingdom marriages, and my life was everything but the right way for it. And he told me that he was going to do something that I've never seen, and clearly I'm still sitting in it. And I just watched God just do it. And I just say, just believe in the impossible. When I tell you believe in the impossible, believe. Be delusional, as they say, but I'll say be sane, because God is telling you that this is what he's going to do. I'll just say be faith. Have that faith, that tiny faith that God is going to do it. Listen, I'm telling you, God blows my mind every single day. He blows my mind every single day. I'm not just one of these people that get on here and just talk about kingdom marriages. I'm telling you that I didn't feel like I was worthy, that I didn't think I was next. I didn't think he was giving me these words for me, even though he told me specifically. I just didn't believe it, because my track record, how I was, all that, but you have to see yourself not as your past, but as your future and your present, like your now and then your future, because God is going to do it. And I don't care what you came from. It doesn't stop what God is doing. It doesn't stop what God is doing. His plans are his plans. His thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. So anyway, so we saw the place. It's freaking beautiful. y'all, I can't cry. I got freaking lashes on, and I hate lashes. I'm trying not to pull them off. I hate lashes, but I was like, I'm gonna be cute. We're gonna get it together. I can't wait to have you guys live streaming with me so we can all just enjoy the day. And I just pray it's a blessing to a lot of people, because I don't know. We about to see. We about to get her done. I do have a fun fact, y'all. And I said I wasn't going to say nothing about it, but I'm going to say it. So the pastor called. Well, we didn't call, but anyway, we were talking or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I forgot one very important thing. We forgot one very important thing. We got the date. We got the pastor. We got everything done, right? But we forgot to get the marriage license. So we were running to where we're having it to go get all the stuff done and everything like that. And when we got it done, I prayed for favor when we got there, right? But when we got there, the security officer, the police or whatever at the court, he was so disgusting. When I tell you, he wanted to fight me when we walked in there. I was like, should we go down there? He's like, you can do whatever you want to do. And I was like, my guy, I just asked where the courtroom was that I needed to go to. I can do whatever I want to do. And I was like, oof. But as soon as I walked into the room, the woman, she was smiling. She was beautiful. She helped. And we only had to be there for like 5 good minutes tops. Got the license, got everything we needed. And I was walking out, and he was just sitting there rolling his little eyes. He was just so angry. I'm like, bro, you got one job, and that's just to check people in. And mind you, I had my wallet and the keys, and I was like, do I put it on the belt for you? He said, come on. And I said, do you want me to put it on the belt? Come on. I said, okay, clearly you trying to stop something, but you can't stop what God got. You want me to go back and forth with you, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let God handle you. So I just pray peace over your life, because clearly you ain't happy in life. But you can't stop what God got going on. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to keep pushing. So anyway, we got it all together. Everything's tied up. Sunday's a go. And yeah, just don't forget the marriage license if you get married, y'all. I forgot. So anyway, let me give y'all this, because I just went everywhere but what I told y'all I was going to go to. So God was talking about having the fruit, and not just having the fruit, but being fruitful in this season. And he was just saying that a lot of people are going through a lot of things. As I scroll on timelines, all I see is pray for poverty, pray for wealth, pray for this, pray for that. Everybody's going through like a downtime in their finances. And so I was talking to God, and I said, God, how can I help contribute to the upcoming of their financial growth? Like, what prayers do you need me to pray financially for your children? Because right now I see a lot of people are in lack. And I was like, God, I for one got more outcome than income with this wedding, because I was like, but I've been seeing a lot of brothers and sisters in Christ like going through it right now. So I was like, God, what kind of prayer do you want me to pray? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, let me be the voice for the people in the wilderness, God. And then he gave me this, and I had it written down, and I was supposed to deliver it yesterday. So he just said that scientific evidence is about to be found, because we know we live in a world where they want to see the evidence. And God is saying what he's about to do for you in this next season, or in this season, is about to give you scientific evidence of the favor in your life. They're not just going to say, you guys, girl, they're going to see it. They're going to see the evidence of everything that God is doing in your life. And he says, they're about to check the God facts when it comes to you. They want to see where it comes from, but it only comes from God. You look to the hills from which come your help, but your help comes from the Lord. And they're about to see that only God can do what he's about to do in your life. Only God can do it. You're about to literally see the fruits of your labor. Everything that you've been going through, God is saying that he's about to elevate you. He's literally about to take your name and make it great. There's more name changes than mine in this season. God is saying he's doing household names. He's doing kingdom names. Some of you guys are going to be on billboards. Some of you are going to be on TV and reality shows, because God is saying it's a change of guard with the common celebrities and all those things. God is saying we're done. We're done seeing the regular. We're done seeing the toxicity. He's saying he's about to put people in substance, in positions. And he says it's about to literally be a whole change. It's not a writer's block just to have it. God is saying it's a writer's block because they can't release anything until I get my children into their position. God is saying that I'm positioning you for glory. He says they can't speak. There's a reason why they can't get no ink on their paper. It's a reason why they're not going down there and talking at Disney and Nickelodeon and all these other places, Hollywood, because he says it's going to be new scripts wrote about my children. God is saying some household names are about to be made. And you're coming from the background to the front. He says it's not just happenstance or by chance that these people can't write. It's not by happenstance or chance that they on strike. He says until I get my children in position, nothing is going to happen. It's going to be a new sheriff in town. Done with the toxicness. Done with it. He says, I'm getting ready to put my people who have substance, who know how to heal the nation, in position. I'm getting ready to do book tours and reality shows where you see wholesomeness. Done with the baddies and Zeus and all this. He says, I'm done seeing my people fight for free on TV and just disgrace themselves. Done with the basketball wives that ain't never dribbling nothing down the court. God is saying, I'm done with it. I'm putting in people in positions. Done with the Kardashians and all the fakeness. He says it's going to be real families showing real love, real wholesomeness, bringing it back to what it's supposed to be. God is saying it is all about to change. It is all about to change. You are about to start seeing some new faces in position, some new people in position. And they can't pick up no pen until it's time for God's people to get in position. All those billboards and the fakeness, all that's going to change. Oh, that's finna change. We done with the fake. We done with the fake. We want to see realness. We're done. Don't write us no more script about fakeness. Write us about the real. Show us about the real. Show us what real love looks like. Real marriages look like. Show us what real humbleness looks like. Genuineness, authenticity, all of that. Show us the real again. We don't want the fake. We done had that. We're tired. We're tired. So God was like, he's about to do it. And then he says, it can and it will be done. So he had me write that down. He said, it can and it will be done. And it says, scientific evidence suggests, but God does not have to prove. He says, God has the evidence and the facts to prove who you are to whoever got any kind of question about it. If they saying that you're not who you say you are, God is saying he's going to show them the evidence because he said this is who you are. He called you. He chose you. He anointed you. He appointed you. God is saying that he is going to show them the evidence. And any tongue that is trying to rise up against you, baby, they shall be condemned. They should be condemned. They don't know who they messing with when they come up against a child of God. The other day, the police got called on me by one of my neighbors or whatever. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, taking the kids to school, come back. They was like, mommy, people out there. We got the police, the code enforcement, all that outside, whatever, right? My next door neighbor called them on me because of my rooster, even though we can have all this stuff. So we going back and forth with the people. We got the code up, and we was talking, and she was like, oh, okay, I'm just checking on you, whatever. And I was like, okay, by law, you have to tell me like who did it. And she was like, oh, 1606, whatever the lady name is, whatever. And I was like, and she was outside, and I looked over and I said it all over again, right? And then she looked at me and she snuck back inside. So every day this week, she's been parking her car all the way up in her garage. But I was talking to God. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Like, she felt how she felt. She could have talked to me, whatever, tomato, whatever. And I was getting ready to walk out the door yesterday, and God says, until she makes it right, everything that she touches is going to fail because she dared to do something like that. And he was like, remember when she was going through something and you went over there and you started helping her? And I was like, yeah, God, I just chalked it up. And he was like, no. When she was at her low, you went over there and you helped her. You didn't judge her. You didn't know. He said, I saw that. You ain't got to say nothing. I saw that. And he says, just sit back. Vengeance is mine. And I was like, God, that's whatever. I'm not. He was like, Sometimes the test not for you. Sometimes the test for them. Because you passed your test when you seen her and you know how nasty they are to you. You just went over humbly. And he said, they still trying to pursue you. And they still trying to pursue you. He says, no, it stops here. It stops now. It stops here and it stops now. So I'm just trying to make this all equate to what God is saying. But I don't know who's being persecuted by anything or whoever just keeps coming for you. God is saying it stops here. And he said he don't care that you want it to stop. And he's like, no. I got to make an example out of them because they keep playing with my children. And I was like, well, And he says, no, until she makes it right, everything she touches is going to fail. Everything. And I just sat in the car and I just sat back. I was like, well, Lord, let your will be done. I pray, have peace, mercy, whatever. And he just kept saying it. He just kept saying it. Take my hand off of it. I took my hand off of it. It was what it was. So anyway, he says that you have found favor. You have found favor with God, and now watch how the favor will begin to follow you in the presence, because you have found favor with God. God is about to make the blessings fall down in your life like never before. So then he said, you're starting to change your taste, your palate. He said that you have a different kind of palate right now. You might have just had humble, beginnings, because that's where we all come from. Me, I always say rats and roaches, baby, whatever, right? But God is saying you're starting to have a different kind of taste for things. You're walking and you're seeing different things. And God is saying, because I'm getting ready to elevate your mind, body, and your soul. He said, I'm getting ready to put you in big rooms. And he says, the way you've been looking at things is not going to be the same anymore. He's getting ready to change you. He says, even the cravings for stuff. You might not like caviar. You might not have never tasted. He said, but you're about to start having caviar cravings. You're about to start having filet mignon cravings. He said, I'm about to put an expensive taste on you, because your oil is expensive. Your oil is expensive, and I'm about to take you from nothing to something. You might not know where this smell is coming from. You're like, what is that? God is saying, I'm getting you ready to get in position, because everything about you is getting ready to change. I'm getting you ready for the big leagues, baby. You're not playing in the small no more. You're not playing in the semi no more. He says, I'm getting ready for you to be in the big leagues. There's something big attached to your name. There's something big attached to your name. Then he says, you're going to become bold. You're going to become bold. You might be timid. Normally, I don't say nothing to nobody. Unless it really, really bothers my soul. But I found lately, in the last couple of months, like, you can't cross me without me saying something to you. You can't cross me without me saying something to you. Even the neighbor, like, I seen her yesterday and I said, all you had to do, honey, was talk to me. And then she took off in the house. But I was like, Lynn, you normally wouldn't even say that. But God was like, no, I'm giving you this boldness. I'm giving you this boldness, because you're going to have this sense of power, because I'm putting you in a position of power, and you're going to have to lead my people. So you're going to have to say something and mean it. You're going to have this sense of boldness about you. No more being shy. No more being timid. God is saying you're about to have a roar, and it's not going to be disrespectful or anything like that, but they're going to hear you, and they're going to feel you, and they're going to respect you. You're coming out of the shadows. And God is saying he's giving you this sense of boldness. You will become very bold. Not scary bold, but bold to where you're going to have power. You know, when a CEO walks in the room in a company, you got your little boss, you got your little regional, you got your little district, but it's a different kind of respect when the CEO walks in. Everybody sits up straight. The CEO don't got to say nothing. All the CEO got to do is walk in the room. All he got to do, or all she got to do, is walk in the room, and everybody is dressed up, shaped up, sit up, like that power is there. They got the power to hire or fire you right there on the spot. They got that sense of power, even though they might be the chillest people you ever met, but they got a job to do. And you don't never play with no CEO. You don't never play with them, because they got that kind of power. And God is saying that's what you need to start walking around. Walk around as if you are that CEO, because you're getting ready to start having these things. God is saying call those things as not as though they are. I might have messed that up, but y'all don't talk about paraphrasing. But he says start speaking that stuff into existence. You are that. You are the head. You're not the tail. You are that CEO. You are the entrepreneur. You are that business owner. You are all of the above. God is saying, I'm about to give you this boldness that when you walk with your shoulders back and your head out and your chin up, because you got power. You got the Holy Spirit running through your veins. Do you not see it? Do you not perceive it? Do you not know you look like your father? Do you not know? God is saying you gonna know. You gonna know, because he's giving you that. You starting to talk back now. Before you let things go, even like me. Let me give you an example. If I'm out to eat, I don't send anything back. Even if you messed up my order, I don't send anything back. I'll just like, whatever. I'll take it. It's whatever. I'm not worried about it, right? If you mess up my nails, I'll be like, okay, whatever. I ain't really like it, but it's whatever. Now, I'm like, no, I didn't ask for this. Can you take it back? No, I don't like that. Can you fix it? When the lady did my eyelashes today, I started to be like, okay. But this one was lifted, and I was like, I'll just try to fix when I get home. But before I got out that chair, God says, open your mouth. He says, open your mouth. So I looked at her and I said, it's cute, but ma'am, this one is like up, and I don't really like it. And she was like, ugh. I said, I'm paying you, so I just really wanted to, And she was like, okay, and she fixed it. And before that would give me anxiety, because I normally be like, whatever, I'll just go with the flow. God is saying, you're not just going to go with the flow no more. You're not in a season where you're going to go with the flow no more. You're going to say what's bothering you. You're going to say it so they can fix it. Your money is going to be worth it. You're not just going to pay people for some subpar things. You're going to get what you pay for, because God is going to give you that sense of boldness now. He's giving you that sense of boldness. And you can't walk like you ain't that no more. You that. Yeah, you big pressure. You big pressure. Even if you don't really know it yet. God is saying, you're about to see the fruit of your labor in a minute. You're about to see. You're about to see. And even now with this wedding, right? People are coming up to my job. People are writing me. People are calling me. People are trying to get invited. This is a VIP wedding. Not everybody can be at my wedding. I'm going to live stream, but physically, honey, it's going to be less than 20 people in the building, because this is a lifetime commitment. I'm literally losing my life and gaining a life. Everybody ain't for me. Everybody ain't for me, so everybody can't get in the door. If you don't got the ticket, you can't get in. I'm sorry, but when I'm making life-altering decisions and making life moves, everybody can't be invited. It's not about popularity. This is not about popularity. This is about lifetime commitment. So, no, I'm sorry. You ain't getting no invitation. I'm sorry. You can call my mama if you want to. I'm going to still say no. It's not that I don't like you. I like me. It's not that I don't love you. I love me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful by not asking you to come or whatever, but it's not about popularity. This is about life-changing decisions. This is about me, my spouse, and my children, and all the ones I love coming into front of God, swearing vows, making commitment, showing each other that nothing matters except for us in this moment with God. I don't care if it's 2 people in there and that 2 people is me and him. This is a us thing. We got to do this for us. There's too many divorces, and I'm not trying to put on no spectacle for nobody. I'm trying to show God that I'm going to honor him. Trying to show my husband I'm going to honor him. That I'll cut the whole world off for you. This is very sacred. Everybody can't be invited. It's just like the hospital room when you're delivering a baby. You're pushing a life out. You're pushing a life out so everybody can't come in that room. And this is the same thing. Everybody want to come to the party. Everybody want to be like, no, I'm sorry, but you can't come. You can't come. A new life is being born. When a man gets married, he has to leave his mother. He has to leave all of these things behind. And when I do the same, I got to leave it all behind too. So I got to make sure that I'm focused on him, and he got to make sure he focuses on me, because we got to do this thing together. And it's something we ain't never done before. And we got to give our life up. We got to lay our life down at the altar. And we got to come up new and be one. So everybody can come in here. I don't need to look back at the audience and see people throwing their eyes and rolling their eyes because they really don't rock with me like that. I'm not trying to have frenemies in this season. I'm not even trying to have enemies in my season. If you weren't with me at my bottom, you're not coming with me. I'm not saying that I won't be your friend, like a acquaintance or whatever, but you can't come to the important matters. And I'm not trying to be funny. And if you take offense, then take offense. Take it to God. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. There's too many divorces. There's too many divorces. There's too many breakups and public embarrassment. There's too many. We're going to get this right. We got to get this right. And it ain't for everybody. It ain't a show. This is reality. This is my reality. This is his reality. We 2 people from the projects trying to get it together and make it one. We produced the children, but we didn't produce a family. You understand what I'm saying? Let me say that again. We produced the children, but we didn't produce a family. In our years of being together, we've seen who can hurt who the worst. But in this season, we're producing a family, a God-filled family. We done hurt each other. We done did all that. Can we love each other? Yes, we can. And yes, we will. Done with the toxic. The world got enough of that. It's time to bring real love back. So if you ain't got an invitation, sorry, not sorry. Take it up with God. It says, God is saying that it's about to get really intense. It's about to get really intense. What, baby?
We done.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay. He says it's about to get really intense. What, baby?
Also, the pizza gone.
Okay. He says it's about to get really intense. And he says there is a divine sensation that you're about to feel. Because he says there's a divine sensation you're about to feel in your body, almost like a shock wave, or you know how people get chills when you feel the Holy Spirit on you and all that stuff. He says it's about to get really intense. This next season, you're going to face opposition because the devil don't want you to get to your next season. You're about to go through some things because the devil is trying to stop you from getting to your next. The devil is trying to stop you from getting to your next, but the devil can't stop what God has in session for you. But you're about to start feeling it. Some of you about to wake up in cold sweats. You're about to have intense dreams, intense visions. You're about to be talking to somebody and be off in the days because God is getting ready to talk to you. He says, I got to get the messages to you. You're going to see a cat run across the road and a cat might look back and tell you a story. He says, I will use anything. I will take the foolish things to confound the wise. He says, I will do whatever I need to do. It could be a billboard. It could be a tag on somebody's car. He says, I'm trying to get you a message. It's about to get real intense here. It's about to get real intense. Then he says, taste and see that I am good. Taste and see that I am good. He says the artificial cannot hide anymore. I'm dividing the real from the fake. I'm dividing the real from the fake. The clout chasers, all of those. He was like, you know, the people that you know try to make a spectacle out of knowing God and trying to get like money and all that stuff out of knowing God. And he says, I'm dividing the real from the fake. You will no longer be fooled anymore. You will no longer be fooled anymore. And so then to tie it down, I'm about to finish it up. To tie it down, he says, tell them this. If they're in financial lack and they need a move to make and they need something to shake, he had me right. North, east, south, west. North, east, south, west. Help is coming from all sides. The help is coming from all sides. You have all the ingredients needed. The help is coming from the north, east, south, and the west. From all sides. You have the ingredients. You are Abraham's seed. You have an inheritance with your name on it because you are Abraham's seed. And he says, look from the north, east, the south, and the west. That's where your help is about to come from. Late in the midnight hour. If you're needing something, God is saying he's putting your name on the hearts of men that are going to come in and you're going to be asleep. If you got your cash out, whatever, he says you're going to wake up and you're going to have a shout on your heart because God is getting ready to put you on the hearts of man who can bless you. They're going to go out of their way to bless you. They're going to seek you out from the north, east, south, and west to find somebody like you to bless. He says that is where your help is about to come from all areas. From all areas. I don't care if it's Australia. I don't care if it's Africa. I don't care if it's England. I don't care if it's Puerto Rico, Hawaii, wherever. God is saying it's going to come from every avenue. It could be Alaska. It could be anybody in the North Pole. I don't know. It could be there too. It's going to come from the north, east, south, and west. They're going to look you out. They're going to seek you out. And they can't sleep until they bless you. They can't sleep until they bless you. It's not coming from them. This is coming directly from God. He says, I have my people in position. I was waiting for you to get in position. I was waiting for you to get to your low place and ask me for that kind of help. I was waiting on you. But I got my people lined up. And the help is going to come from the north, east, the south, and the west. Now you can hear this message and you can reject it. Or you can be crazy enough to believe it and accept it and say, God, my help is going to come from the north, east, south, and the west. God, my help is going to come from the north, east, south, and the west. I am Abraham's seed. So I have a divine inheritance. I have that. And I know that it's coming. I know that it's coming. Receive it. Receive it. I believe for bigger. I believe God for bigger. And it happened. And honestly, I believe, but I really didn't. I was kind of like Thomas. And I had to see the holes in his hands to really believe it. But God is saying, dare to believe in this season. Dare to believe in this season. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Watch God work. Watch God do the impossible in your life. Now, I'm finishing it up. I don't know how much I'm going to be here tomorrow. I got to finish up everything, get my kids situated, get haircuts, hairdos, and your girl about to be running crazy. Your girl about to be running crazy tomorrow. So I'm about to try to pre-record some stuff tonight, possibly if I'm not tired. But your girl been traveling all day long, so I don't know. But God is about to do something crazy. I'm gonna try to get in as much as I can. Sunday I most likely won't. I'm just gonna have it on live stream. Hopefully I have it in a position where you guys can actually see. And we're just about to watch some things happen, period. So y'all join me on my journey. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, literally just thank you for coming and sharing. Just thank you for sowing actual seeds into my life, not letting me give up on me. Anybody that sowed monetarily into my life, I thank you so much. You're valued, you're loved. Anybody that sent anything to my P.O. box, whatever. Listen, y'all don't understand how humble I am. This is really ridiculous, because I'm brought up to where ain't nobody got to give you nothing. Ain't nobody got to give you nothing. So if anybody has ever done anything for me, you don't understand how much gratitude I have, because baby, nobody ain't got to give you nothing. Ain't nobody got to give you nothing. And I think in this generation, people feel like you're supposed to have this. Ain't nobody got to give you nothing. I get it from the mud. I work all the time. I got a full-time job. I'm a GM. So I understand the value of $1. I understand the value of a penny. So ain't nobody got to give me nothing. So I thank you guys so much. So much. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, love you guys. The kids in there, they cooking. I need to go Monday to a little behind. So I love you guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the morning.